Hello everyone, this is Taryn with Wonderfully Made Handcrafting, and I am so excited today to show you a little haul that I did. I have a store in our town, Franklin, North Carolina, and it is like a vintage kind of consignment shop. It has booths of all kinds, and I wasn't expecting to find this much goodies at this consignment store. I've actually never been there before, but now it's one of my favorite stores in town. So if you're ever in the Smoky Mountain area or in the southwest corner of North Carolina, definitely stop by this store. It's called Rust and Relics in Franklin, North Carolina. But I wanted to show you a couple of the things that I picked up. Now, if you've watched any of my paper crafting videos, you know that I love the antique, the vintage look, and my goal in life kind of is I love the Tim Holtz style, but I want the real stuff sometimes. Like, I know his stuff is real too. He just, reproduces them. But I want some of my own stuff. And this may be a little crazy for some of you to use real stuff. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it. I might make copies of the ones that aren't copyrighted. But I'm just so excited to use these in my Bible journaling, maybe a little junk journaling, but mostly just in layering pieces in my craft stuff. So here we go. I'll just kind of start and show you what I picked up at this store. So the first thing I picked up is these bank little checks or notices. These are so cool because they have the little punch out of them. You can see the numbers. This one was 1946. Then we have 1946 as well. They actually made a mistake and wrote 45 because it was a January 21st. How many of you guys do that? I do that all year round, actually. And this was for $15.60, and it said a sub for 1 year. It's just so cool seeing everything. So this was in 38. For auto insurance, $7. These things are just so fun to me because they tell a story. And I love holding them in my hands, knowing that, like wondering what the story it told. $30 and $38. I'm not sure exactly what it was for. This was for fertilizer. This farmer, I'm assuming, in 44 paid $93 for fertilizer. Pretty expensive for them. They have the stamps on the back. These are just so cool, guys. Oats for $3.94 in 38. Then this is onion seed for $9.45. Okay, and then we have another bank, First State Bank. These don't say 4, but these are from 28. Pleasant Lake, Indiana. They have the sign, signature on the back. September 6, 1928 for $5. Let me know below if you love this kind of stuff too. It's just so cool. I don't know. I'm going to say this a million times, but holding something in your hand that is old and has a story behind it just thrills me. I don't know. So those are those bank kind of checks I got. And then this was something I didn't unpackage this because it is very frail, but it is the Lehigh Valley Railroad Company. And I looked it up, and it was a railroad from like Buffalo, New York to New York City. And this was from November of 41, I believe it says. Actually, sorry, 43. But they had a couple of these, and I might pick up some more. But this was really cool. And notice of constructive placement. That railroad company got bought out by CSX and another one. I forget what it was. Then we have some photos I picked up. We have a little girl on a bicycle. It says, I think it says little, I don't know the name. Little Junie, maybe? Julie? I don't know. 4 years old. Then we have this brother, and I'm assuming his little sister. So cute. We have a naked baby on a stump. And this little girl looks like with her grandma in the background. Name. Then this one, I love this one. With a car in the background. Look how cute that little girl is. Then we have her with these huge plants in the background. And then we have this one. This is the first one I got. I thought it was so funny. This girl in the middle is looking at this older lady. Looks like she's wondering why she's so upset. So those are the photos I picked up. Now we have this. This is making sure of arithmetic. I'm sure this would be great for my daughter who I homeschool, and kind of makes me a little sad taking it apart. But it is written in, what year was it? 40? Let's see. I forget where I found it. 46 copyright. And it is, this book is the property of the state of Arkansas. But it is a wonderful book with some colored pictures, some like tricolored. But what's really cool is this right here. Making sure of what you have learned. Facts about Washington, D.C. It says, let's see. I forget where I found it. Hold on one second. Okay, the White House, the home of the president, has been valued at $2,300,000. So, just the price of stuff is just crazy. It's so cool to see. Here, I'll hold up a little closer for you guys to see, and I'll flip through a little more. But I think this will be so fun to use in layering in my Bible and some maybe other junk journaling stuff. So yeah, this one was making sure of arithmetic. Okay, here we go to the next thing I got is tickets. Now this doesn't have a date because the date would have been stamped on the back side of the other ticket, but it is a ticket from Chicago, Howard Street to North Chicago. 3-month limit. Really cool little ticket. Then we have these, which I just think these are so cool. Let me split them up a little bit. Okay. So my husband's father worked for the railroad, and he had one of these like an ID for a year to get onto the train. And so these are kind of the same thing. So this was Mr. W.L. Robinson, General Agent, Chicago and Eastern Illinois Railway Company. This was his 1930 pass and his 1936. So he was restricted in Virginia on this year. And then he was from New York City from this year. But what's cool is that this is a whole family. So, hold on. Let me get it off the table. So, this is his wife, Mrs. W.L. Robinson, and son Lansing. And it says 9. This was 1928. Wife of General Agent. And then they resided at that time in 28 in Boston. And then you see him here, and the son is now 12 and 31. and they moved to New York City. And the last one I have is 38, and they're still living in New York City, but he is now 19. So I just think that is so cool how it's a whole family. Now the last thing I got is postcards. Postcards are so fun because they have a letter attached, obviously, with them, which makes the story really fun. So this one was a cathedral, I believe, in London. And what's cool is it's to Newburyport, Massachusetts, which is kind of near where I grew up. But it's 1928. And I can't read exactly all it says, but it says something like, "My dear, it has been long since I have heard from you, and I'm worried." And then he gives an address. He says, "Please write CO," and then gives an address in London. We're spending vacation wandering about a bit, and I go to London while the others go back to Italy. Very much love, Lyra. So, very cool. 1928. I'll have to look up this cathedral. Then we have this one. This is from 1912, guys. This one says, December 2nd, 1912. "Well, I got here all right and found them all well too. Sunday, it was raining all day, but the weather is fine again." That's all they wrote. And it is in Scotland, a lake in Scotland. So cool. And the last thing I got, guys, is the oldest thing. This is from 1882 to a doctor in Missouri from the United States Department of Agriculture. And this basically is the Department of Agriculture sent this doctor seeds to try out in that area, and he was supposed to give a report on how the seeds did, and he was supposed to distribute them among his neighbors if they did well. But such a cool piece of history. 1882, March 9th. So these are all the things that I ended up picking up from this local store. I definitely plan on going back. Now, this wasn't all paper products the store. This had just a bunch of vintage extras and stuff. But I do plan on going back and picking up some more stuff from this booth. The lady working the store said that they do restock their booth quite a bit. So I'm hoping to pick up a lot more and see what I can do with them in my Bible journaling and junk journaling. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I hope to be doing some more hauls in the future. I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.